Hey there, my name is Lauren, and today my group and I will introduce and review Class Dojo, a 100% free digital portfolio app that is great for classroom management and communication with students and parents. This app can be used in any grade level and is a fun and interactive way to be connecting to the school community. Although Class Dojo doesn't independently meet curricular outcomes, it can be of use in reaching these outcomes in an effective, fun, and interactive way. Class Dojo has so many features. The first one I'm going to talk about is that it provides students with points to reward them for their hard work and positive attitude. When giving feedback to award points, you don't have to do it individually. You can also do it for an entire group of people, including the whole class. If you select multiple, I can give Bob and Laura feedback for helping others. Or I can go to Stephanie and give her points because she was participating. Because I can see each individual student's point number, I can also see the whole class's point number. This is wonderful because it makes it easy for me to offer small prizes such as an extra 10 minutes at recess if the whole class has had an extraordinary week. Similarly, students can notice if they're having an amazing week, and their parents can know that they're having a great week as well. I also like that I can choose when I decide I want to reset the points. I just have to go into the options, click reset bubbles, and look. I reset Bob's points. Now Bob has no points left. Another thing that I really like about Class Dojo is that I can look at each student's individual portfolio. Look, Stephanie's been keeping up with her portfolios lately. I can create an activity for everybody to work on their portfolio. Maybe I want them to write about their weekend. This could be a text entry. I could ask them to do a video recording, a photo, or a drawing. I think for this I'm going to ask them to do a photo. So now I'm going to assign it to the whole class. I also like the toolkit. It's where teachers can find built-in applications that help them simplify organizational tasks that they use every day in the classroom. There's a timer which can be put up on the board so that students know how long they have to complete their work. There's a random generator which allows you to randomly choose a student in your class. Look, it picked Stephanie. There is a group maker, which is a fun and easy way to assign groups. I really like that in Group Maker, you can click people that shouldn't be grouped together. I think the noise meter might be one of my personal favorites. You can put it up on the board and look, it's telling me that I'm talking too loudly. You can also change the sensitivity so that the kids can either have to be really, really quiet, or it can be a little bit louder. The directions application quickly allows you to type out directions for each activity. Now it will be up on the board so that students always know what they're supposed to be doing. The Think, Pair, Share app, which provides you with question options, but also allows you to choose your own. It's going to go up on the board, and students are going to think about it, they're going to pair up and talk about it, and then they're going to share it. Some people are going to share with the class. There's also the Today app, which is a really great way to have the date up on the board in case students need to add it in their journal or they need to know for their agenda and you don't have it written on the board. And I personally really enjoy the Music app because you can pick music that helps students focus or that can help them to get active. Another beneficial feature is being able to add a co-teacher to your classroom. Co-teaching is becoming more and more popular, and I love that they are up to date with the school systems enough to have this as an option. The attendance section helps you easily track attendance by marking them present, absent, arrived late, or left early. Bob is present. Laura is absent. Stephanie, she arrived late or left early. You can also mark all present or mark all absent to have the kids come up to the class and put their own avatar as being One of my favorite aspects of this app is that I can post on the class story for parents to see what we are up to at any time during the day. Only those who are registered in the class can see the pictures. I can write a note. I can also add a picture, or I can add a story card. There's one for spring break, welcome back, Halloween, happy holidays, just little fun things that I can post. So I'll post that. As you can see, I've also added about parent-teacher night and how I can't wait to meet all the parents, and a picture of the kids working in class to get their assignment done. I love how easy it is to message parents and talk to them and keep up to date. I can message them with any questions and they can message me or with any comments. And what's cool is that I can message with parents who don't even speak my language. It's super important to me because there are a lot of parents who don't understand how to speak English, and so I can still communicate with them in their native language. I really like how adaptable this is to students that have different needs. If I have a student who is away and who can't be in class to do their work or to submit their work, they can submit their work online. Similarly, as I showed you before, I can assign different activities and ask for different ways for them to be done. That way, students who aren't as strong in writing or have issues writing can do a video recording, a photo, or a drawing. I would absolutely recommend this app to anyone who likes to keep a connection with parents, as well as those who are looking for a fun way to motivate students. I also really enjoy the toolkit, which is the time and money saver that every teacher needs. I also would recommend this for teachers who love to have music in their classroom but struggle to find a good, age-appropriate playlist. It's fairly easy to use but may take some time to get used to, and it's helpful to search on Google to make sure you know about every single feature to make the most of this technology. Overall, I would give this app 4.5 stars. The only reason I wouldn't give it full stars is because there are some features that are only available on the computer and not the app itself, such as the noise meter. Okay, let's hand it over to one of our students to tell you about the different things that she enjoys as a student on Class Dojo. Thanks for listening.
Hi everyone, this is Stephanie talking about the student uses for Class Dojo. Class Dojo has multiple features that are interactive and interesting for students. Students can read daily announcements, follow directions, and even listen to music through this app. This app is great to use as a digital portfolio to showcase student work and allow them to look back on their school year. Students log into the app by using a class code or a QR code that can be posted inside the classroom. Students can use the journal feature in Class Dojo to submit journal reflections or assignments for certain classes. This helps with curriculum writing achievement standards. Students who may have more difficulties with writing can use the drawing, video, or photo apps to submit work and participate in class activities. Students are creators on this app. They contribute to class content and they can submit assignments. They can also view their classmates' work, making them consumers of the app. Under the Story tab, students can view their progress reports for the week. They can see how many points they've been getting by their teacher and why they've gotten those points. This would be positively reinforcing for them and could increase the likelihood of students engaging in positive behaviors. Now I'll show you how a student would submit an assignment on Class Dojo. First, they would click the type of submission they want to put in. So I'll click File. And I want to upload an image. And I will choose the file from my computer. Once the file is uploaded, I can edit it with the app and make some changes or add some things that I'd like to. And then when it's done, the student would just click Save. It would show up on their portfolio, and the teacher should be able to see it on her feed. A really fun feature on this app is that students can customize their avatars and use their favorite colors. They can customize them as frequently as they want. So you just click on this pencil up here, and you can click Randomize, where they'll just create your monster for you. Or you can click through and pick different eyes or a different mouth. And you can change the colors. which would be really fun and engaging for kids. And I think it'd be really fun. You could pick a color for your class or make it interactive like that. Class Dojo is a great way to introduce the basics of using social media responsibly to students. This is a private version of social media that can be used within the classroom. With this tool, students are shown what constitutes as appropriate content to share with their communities. This is a great tool to have the students practice their social media skills before they start using social media recreationally. There are many ISTE standards for students that can be addressed while using this app, 3 of which are empowered learners, using active roles in choosing, achieving, and demonstrating competency in their learning goals. The next goal is knowledge constructor. Students will use digital tools to construct knowledge, produce content, and make meaningful learning experiences. And the last is the creative communicator. Students communicate clearly and express themselves creatively. I would absolutely recommend using this app in the classroom. It's a great tool that has multiple features that can be customizable to suit every student's need. I also love that this tool can be used to help students catch up if they miss class time. One critique of the app is that users of this tool must be able to read. This could be exclusionary for students who have difficulties reading. We'd have to explore the possibility of using text dictation through their browser or computer apps to ensure that they can actively participate in the app. Another critique I would have is that it's kind of difficult to access the app. You need to use a class code or a QR code. However, I wasn't able to create an account where I could log in using my own password. This could be restrictive to students who want to use Class Dojo in their home.
Hello everyone! Today I'll be introducing to you all of the parent features associated with Class Dojo. Unlike many other teacher-student online platforms, Class Dojo has a parent feature that allows parents or guardians to monitor their child's progress in the course with a parent account. Parents are invited either through a link sent by the child's teacher or through applying a class code to join the class. So if I click on this link here, you'll notice that it only gives me the option to confirm or deny that I am a particular child's parent. Sometimes parents may get sent the wrong code, so they can click I don't recognize this student, but in which case I am Stephanie's parent in Miss Mackenzie's class, so I will confirm that this is my child. I don't have the option to select a child from a list, which is great for confidentiality reasons. This link brings me to my homepage. I'm already signed in, but if not, I would sign up and make an account. This brings me to the homepage. So here I can see all of the posts made by the teacher, Miss Mackenzie, as well as my child, who is Stephanie. And if I just wanted to see information made by Stephanie, I would head over and click her name, which only shows me her post that she's made. So I can see all of her work, which gets posted to her portfolio. I can also see her progress report. They haven't done much this week, or the teacher hasn't implemented those positive, neutral, or needs work categories in, but I know last week that the teacher did. She got a +1 for participating, working hard, participating, and being on task. If any of these needed work or were neutral, I would be able to see these within the progress wheel as well. If I had another student, I could add them in and a course code, so this would apply if I had another child in that particular class, or even another child whose teacher also used Class Dojo. So in this instance, I can like, comment on either the teacher's posts or my child's. If anything was concerning or positive, this ... feature allows me to message Miss Mackenzie. I could also click the messages tab up top, and this works similarly to the Facebook Messenger platform. So here Miss Mackenzie sent me a message that Stephanie was working really hard today, but her attitude was off, and I was able to quickly reply saying that she was just tired. So if Miss Mackenzie wasn't on this platform at the moment, she would also receive an email notification indicating that I had replied. Now this brings up the issue that not all parents feel comfortable communicating in the language of instruction. This can particularly be the case if you have EAL students or even teaching French immersion. Some parents may not be comfortable communicating in French, in which case Class Dojo has a language feature. So to access this, I can go to my name and account settings. Here you'll see my profile picture, my name, my login details, and here we'll see language preference. So it is currently set to English US, but we'll say for the instance that I am Francophone and don't feel completely comfortable communicating in English, so I can set my platform to appear in French. I can save changes. And now what you'll notice is that attached to the message that Miss Mackenzie sent, there is an afficher la traduction option, which means show the translation. So if I click this, it gets translated by Google and now appears in French, so I may be able to better comprehend what is said. It's important if you are using this method to try and keep your messages as literal as possible to avoid any miscommunication, because we want Google to translate this message as effectively as possible to be most beneficial for whatever you are sending the message for. If we go back to the home page, now known as L'accueil, you'll notice that all posts have the option to be translated or to show the original text, whichever one works best for you. Now this also, another question that gets brought up is how does Class Dojo apply to Bloom's taxonomy? And the reality is that the teacher can manipulate and use the journal feature, the sketch, or the drawing, the photo, or the video submission features to fit within any one of these subtitles. From a parent's perspective, I would highly recommend this app. It allows the parents or guardian to feel like they are involved with their child's school life and they get to see their child's accomplishments. Parents can feel secure knowing that there's a certain level of confidentiality in the class and that they are the only ones able to see their child's work or a progress report. The platform is very simple and user-friendly, making it easy for those who are not as familiar with technology as others. The variety of languages offered is another bonus in the app. There's translations in 25 different languages, and these are offered for all posts and instant messaging, including those of the child.